What's going on YouTube? It's Toxin here, and today I want to talk about a Pokemon arcade game that you might have never heard of before. A Pokemon arcade game. Yep, this one is exclusive to Japan, and it is called Pokemon Frienda. Now this game debuted in July 11th of 2024 this year in the summer, and though most likely we won't ever see it here in the United States, I just wanted to talk about this really cool, fun arcade game which uses physical cards to play the game. Let's talk about it. So the way the game is initially played is you'll put in 100 yen to play the game. Once you put in 100 yen, the first thing you're going to get is a little red trainer pick card. Now this little thing is somewhat basically your memory card, your little Pokédex. This is your first initial chip. This is how you're going to save and load your data. Now it's got a little QR code in the back, and once you put that in the machine, that's going to be your main card. That's how you're going to start off every game. And the first time you play the game, you're going to get to pick out a starter Pokemon, much like a traditional Pokemon game. Once you pick your starter, you'll go through a small little intro. You get to create your character, your little avatar. And once you create your avatar, you're going to be set out into the wild. Now you're going to be able to pick a setting for your little travel. You're either going to go to the woods, maybe you'll go to the beach, or maybe you want to go to the forest. And once you go into the forest or the beach or the woods, you're going to encounter some Pokemon. Now the premise of the game is obviously to catch Pokemon. Well, how do you do that? Well, once you get your initial starter Pokemon, you will also get 2 other rental Pokemon. So you're going to be doing battle with 3 Pokemon. You're going to place those chips onto the playset, and you're going to do battle with those 3 Pokemon once it loads into the game. Now what you want to do is you want to do damage to those Pokemon as much as you can, like a traditional Pokemon game. You may knock that Pokemon out, and you may not knock the Pokemon out. Once they knock one of your Pokemon out, that is the end of the battle. Whatever HP they have left is how it's going to end, and at that point you will have a chance to catch that Pokemon with a Pokeball. Now, you're going to have to pay to use a Pokeball another 100 yen, so this game can actually get pretty expensive. Once you put in 100 yen and take your chance to catch the Pokemon, you'll be given a wheel, a spinning wheel. And with that spinning wheel, you will have a chance to land on a specific type of Pokeball. If it's a water Pokemon and you land on a lure ball, obviously you're going to have a higher chance to catch that Pokemon. If you land on the Master Ball, then you hit the jackpot because you're pretty much guaranteed to catch that Pokemon with the Master Ball. Now, you're not always guaranteed to catch a Pokemon. You may put 100 yen in and not catch the Pokemon, which is going to be devastating. Now, the 3 Pokemon versus 3, you're going to have 3 chances to catch the Pokemon. You might catch 3 Pokemon, you might catch 1, or you might catch 2 Pokemon. Again, this is a game of chance. So you can kind of see how maybe this wouldn't work in the United States, as we do have gambling laws, and this can be considered gambling. But for Japan, it's fine, and we're going to have some fun playing this game. So, here's your initial card. This is the first one you get, your little Pokédex. This is the first card you get in the game, where you save and load your data. Here is the back where you're going to see your QR code. You're going to scan that. And now here are some of the Pokemon. I've collected quite a few of these. So here are some of the Pokemon chips that I've got. Again, they all have their own stats, and they're all a little bit different in their own ways. I'll go through my whole collection here. I'll show you. I don't have too many, but I have enough that I can show you. Alright, some of these I love, some of these I'm not a big fan of. And of course, depending on the battles that you're going with, you're going to want to be strategic in which ones you pick. You know, you want to use your fire types, your water types, your grass types, your steel, your ghosts. You might have some electric that you want to use. It all depends on the battle. And you also get the rare ones. Those are the ones you're going to want to collect. Here is one of my rare ones. Now this one is actually blue and shiny. So that's pretty cool. Now after you've gone and caught your Pokemon or didn't catch your Pokemon, depending on how the results come out on that, you will get a chance to lift up a rock and find another additional 3 Pokemon. And once you've found those 3 Pokemon, you get another chance to throw a few more Pokeballs. This time you don't have to do any battle, you just get to throw a Pokeball. But again, it is 100 yen per Pokeball. You get to spin the wheel, and attempt to catch that Pokemon. Now, every time you catch a Pokemon, you will be awarded a small physical chip. And you can collect those chips as if you're collecting Pokemon cards. Now, this is a very, very interactive game. So there's going to be two buttons on either side, and you're going to be able to mash those buttons. Now, when you do battle with Pokemon, you get a chance to get critical hit attacks. Sometimes you'll roll a high number, and that'll determine how much damage you do against your opponent. And also, it's a traditional Pokemon game too, so if you get the right play types together, if you're fighting a fire Pokemon and you put out a water type, of course you're going to do more damage. So there is some strategy in how you do battle, and which Pokemon you want to pick when you do battle. Now, the cool thing about this game as well is you're going to want to catch the legendary Pokemon or the event Pokemon. Those are the rare ones. And every couple of months they'll do a event where during this month you're gonna have a chance to catch this rare Pokemon or that rare Pokemon. That is the ultimate goal of the game, to catch the rarest Pokemon and collect these things like little Pokemon cards. Now, this is very fun. You get to do different types of things. I just want to show a little bit of the battle here so you can see what it's like to do a battle with some of these Pokemons. Now, it is very fun. Again, on the bottom, this player here has Ho-Oh and Lugia, so they're already doing pretty good to do battle. Obviously, you're going to have low-level Pokemon, you're going to have high-level Pokemon. And because this game is expensive, you kind of want to use your best Pokemon anytime you can. But again, this is luck-based and strategy-based. You have a good little mix of strategy, a good mix of luck. And right here, what he's doing is he's mashing the buttons to do the maximum damage. So here, that is your health bar, and you want to do full health. Now, once the Pokemon is knocked out, that's when you get to throw your Pokemon. Or if they knock you out, whatever health they have left, that's going to be your chance. Well, guys, thanks for watching. There you have it. If you're ever in Japan, go ahead and play Pokemon Frienda. Again, it can be a little bit expensive, but you're in Tokyo, you're in Japan, so go ahead and put a couple hundred yen in the machine and have fun. Collect these cards and bring them home and show your friends. We'll catch you on the next one. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.